You know, Ina, I was thinking about something today. How often people hold their words back, not because they don't have anything to say, but because they think their English isn't good enough.
Yeah, I felt that too. Sometimes I stop myself mid-sentence, afraid that I might make a mistake or sound funny.
It's strange, isn't it? We build invisible walls around our hearts, made of grammar rules and fear. But the truth is, nobody remembers your grammar. They remember how you made them feel.
So, you're saying it's okay to speak even when I know I'll make mistakes?
Not just okay, it's beautiful. Mistakes show that you're alive, that you're trying, that you care enough to reach out beyond fear. English is not a test, Ina. It's a bridge from your heart to another person's.
That sounds so poetic, Paul. But sometimes I look at people who speak perfectly and I feel small, like I'll never sound that confident.
Confidence doesn't come from perfection, it comes from truth. You can have perfect grammar and still sound empty. Or you can speak broken English and still touch someone's soul.
You really believe that?
I've seen it. I've heard people with strong accents, nervous, shaking, speak from their hearts and move an entire room to silence. Their words weren't polished, but their feelings were pure. And that's what people felt.
That reminds me of something. When I was a kid, my teacher once told me, don't speak if you're not sure. I think those words stuck with me for years.
That's the thing, Ina. Sometimes a single comment builds a lifetime of silence. But you know what's stronger than fear? Honesty. When you speak honestly, even imperfectly, your words carry a heartbeat.
A heartbeat? I like that. So maybe my English doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe it just needs to be alive.
Exactly. Alive, not flawless. You don't need perfect words to touch hearts. You just need sincerity.
You make it sound so simple, Paul.
It is simple. We just forget it because we're too busy correcting ourselves.
Do you think native speakers notice when I make small mistakes?
Most of them don't even care. Some might notice, but they'll remember your energy, your kindness, your eyes when you talk. Communication is not a competition, it's connection.
I guess. Sometimes I forget that English is supposed to connect us, not divide us.
That's it. English is a tool, not a measure of worth. You're not less smart, less capable, or less human just because you mix tenses or mispronounce a word.
You know, Paul, sometimes I record myself speaking and delete it immediately because I hear my accent and think, oh, that's not good.
But what if your accent is part of your beauty, Ina? What if it tells your story, where you're from, what you've lived, how far you've come? Every accent is like an emotional fingerprint.
An emotional fingerprint. That's a lovely way to see it.
You don't have to erase yourself to be understood. You just have to be real. The people meant to hear you will feel you, even through your imperfections.
So, next time I speak, maybe I'll stop worrying about being perfect and start focusing on being present.
That's the spirit. Perfection hides your humanity. Presence reveals it.
I love that. Perfection hides your humanity, presence reveals it.
See? That's your heart speaking English right there.
Maybe I'm finally learning the real meaning of fluency.
Fluency isn't about how fast you speak. It's about how clearly your heart flows through your words.
Paul, can I tell you something?
Of course.
There was a time I avoided talking to people just because I felt ashamed of my English. I'd smile, nod, pretend to understand, but inside, I was lonely.
That must have felt heavy.
Yeah. But when I started listening to people who spoke imperfectly but confidently, it changed me. I realized their warmth mattered more than their words.
That's the lesson most fluent speakers forget, that language is not about words. It's about warmth.
Maybe that's what I want to share with others now, that even if your English is broken, your heart doesn't have to be.
Beautifully said, Ina. That's the message the world needs to hear.
Thank you, Paul, for reminding me that it's okay to be imperfect as long as I'm honest.
Always remember, the right words don't always sound perfect. They sound true.
True. I'll remember that.
So, to everyone listening, speak your truth. Don't wait for perfect English. Speak with your heart, because what people really remember is how you made them feel.
And that is real communication.
Exactly.
This episode was a reminder that language is not a mirror of perfection. It's a window to your heart. Don't hide behind fear. Let your words breathe, even if they tremble. Someone out there needs to hear your imperfect voice.